Why do so many women today say they don't need a man? Because in today's world, they're independent. They've got their own money, their own lifestyle, their own circle. And the truth is, if a man has his boys for company, doesn't want kids, hires a maid to clean, and a professional to fulfill his desires, then why would he really need a woman? It sounds harsh, but it forces you to face something deeper. If a woman doesn't need a man for survival, then the only thing left is desire. She chooses you, or she doesn't. And if she doesn't, chasing won't change that. Have you ever looked back on your life and thought, damn, if I had known then what I know now, things would have been different? We all have. But here's the brutal truth. Most men never learn the lessons until it's too late. Until she's gone. Until the silence feels heavier than the noise. Until the mirror shows a man he barely recognizes. That's why I'm giving you this. Not to hurt you, but to wake you up. Because if someone had grabbed me years ago and whispered these 7 truths into my ear, I could have saved myself a mountain of pain. I could have cut fake people out sooner. I could have stopped wasting time on women who were never really mine. It's not too late for you. You're here. You're listening. So I'm going to give you the unfiltered lessons that can shift your entire life if you let them. These aren't Instagram quotes. These aren't cliches. These are warnings carved from real scars. You ready? 1. Chasing women will never fill the void inside you. Let's get the hard truth out of the way. Chasing women feels good in the moment. The thrill of pursuit. The validation when she says yes. The dopamine hit when she replies to your text. It all feels like power, until the high fades. Then you're right back where you started. Empty. Hungry. Restless. That's because chasing women is like chasing a drug. It never fills the hole inside you, it only masks it. You'll always need another fix, another text, another girl. Here's the truth no one tells you. You don't attract what you chase, you attract what you become. If you spend your life running after women, you never become the man who draws them in naturally. Women respect men who respect themselves. They're drawn to the man who doesn't need them, not out of arrogance, but out of quiet assurance that says, I'll be fine with or without you. Stop making women your mission. Make yourself your mission. Build a life so powerful, so purposeful, that she has no reason to leave. 2. Not everyone deserves access to you. This one cuts deep. Most men spend years being the good guy. Always available. Always helping. Always saying yes. Friends, co-workers, family, women, everybody has access. And what happens? You get drained. Used. Walked on. Here's the truth. Your energy is currency. And not everyone deserves to spend it. Some people show up just to take. They don't want you, they want your time, your attention, your loyalty. And when they've gotten what they wanted, they leave. You ever notice how some folks only call when they need something? Or how that one woman only texts you when the other guy disappears? That's not random. That's design. And it's happening because you've made yourself too available. Boundaries aren't cruelty. They're wisdom. Learn to say no. Learn to walk away. Learn that your peace matters more than keeping people comfortable. Because not everyone deserves access to you, and the moment you learn that, your entire life shifts. 3. The world doesn't owe you a damn thing. This one is bitter but freeing. You can be loyal, honest, hardworking, kind, and still get overlooked. Still get betrayed. Still get rejected. That doesn't mean the world is broken. It means life doesn't hand out rewards just because you tried. Most men waste years waiting. Waiting for her to see their worth. Waiting for their boss to recognize their effort. Waiting for life to finally feel fair. But life isn't fair. It's indifferent. And no one is coming to save you. The second you accept that, everything changes. Because once you stop expecting, you stop waiting, and you start moving. You stop resenting, and you start building. The man who believes the world owes him is always bitter. The man who accepts that nothing is promised becomes dangerous, focused, calm, unshakable. He knows he can't control outcomes, only actions. And that's enough. 4. Peace is more valuable than attention. When you're young, attention feels like oxygen. You want the likes, the compliments, the flirty texts. You want to be admired. But here's the truth, attention is cheap. Peace is priceless. The wrong kind of attention can destroy you. That woman who plays hot and cold? That's attention, but it's toxic. That friend who hypes you up when it benefits him? That's attention, but it's fake. That job that praises you but drains you dry? That's attention, but it costs your soul. Attention doesn't mean value. And if you confuse the two, you'll sacrifice your peace just to keep their eyes on you. But what's the point of being admired if you can't sleep at night? If you're anxious, restless, exhausted? Stillness is strength. The man who protects his peace doesn't chase attention. He commands it. 5. Holding back your truth will always backfire. Every man knows this moment. You wanted to say something real, but you didn't. You swallowed your words. You smiled when you should have spoken up. And for a while, it felt safe. But silence breeds resentment. Maybe you didn't tell her how much it hurt when she flirted with someone else. Maybe you didn't tell your friend his jokes cut too deep. Maybe you didn't tell yourself the truth, that you're settling in life and it's killing you. Silence doesn't keep peace. It plants seeds of bitterness that grow into storms. Speak your truth. Not to hurt others, but to honor yourself. The right people will respect it. The wrong ones will leave. Either way, you win. 6. No one can save you but you. Here's the hardest pill. No woman, no mentor, no therapist, no friend is going to fix your life. They can support you, guide you, encourage you, but the work? That's yours. You can't outsource discipline. You can't delegate healing. You can't expect someone to love you enough to erase your self-hate. No one can save you but you. And that's not a curse, that's your freedom. Because once you stop waiting, once you take full responsibility, you become unstoppable. You stop looking for saviors and become the man who saves himself. 7. The woman you want is a mirror, not a savior. This one hurts the most. The woman you're chasing, the one you've put on a pedestal, she's not going to fix your emptiness. She won't erase your loneliness. She won't cure your self-doubt. She can't give you what you haven't built inside yourself. The woman you want is a mirror. She reflects where you are in life. If you're broken, you attract chaos. If you're whole, you attract wholeness. Stop making her the prize. Stop basing your worth on her response. Stop begging for her validation. Because here's the truth, a high-value woman is never impressed by neediness. She doesn't want your bravado, she sees the fear behind it. And when she does, she walks. You want her to admire you? Be admirable. You want her to respect you? Respect yourself when no one's watching. You want her to stay? Stop chasing and start building. Because the love you're looking for isn't outside you, it's in becoming the man who doesn't need to be chosen, because he's already chosen himself. If even one of these truths cut you deep, good. That means you're alive. That means there's still time. But don't just listen and scroll on. Do something. Take action. Because when you stop chasing people and start chasing purpose, you'll discover a power most men never touch. A life so full, so grounded, so rich in meaning, that love, respect, and loyalty stop being things you beg for, and become things you command.